Hi guys, I just thought I would make a video to update you on the situation, a bit about going back to the salon, how it's going to be looking and a few different things. So I thought the easiest way to do it would be via a video because there's quite a few bits to tell you. So I'm going to attempt to get through it. I have got the kids here, so I might have a bit of a disturbance, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so the first thing I thought I'd just mention or talk to you about how we're planning to go back, how it's going to look for customers coming in, for us working. These restrictions could change. The government could say different measures need to be put in place, or they could lift some of the restrictions that we're planning to put in place. But based on the guidance that we've had so far, this is how it's going to be looking. So we're currently looking at having no more than 2 stylists in the salon at any one time. Some days just 1 stylist, depending on how busy it is, because we want to be able to allow for social distancing as much as we can, and it's obviously not the biggest of spaces. There's going to be 1 customer allowed in the salon at a time. There's not going to be sort of clients in between, so if you're having your colour done, I can't have another client in between at the minute. It's just going to be you for that, however long that takes. And then obviously that'll be 30 minutes after your appointment time will be time spent sterilising, disinfecting and cleaning before I can get the next appointment in. So it's going to be working quite differently to how we did before. So yeah, just 1 customer at a time, and then 30 minutes has got to be allowed after each appointment for us to clean and sterilise and disinfect all our tools and the station and any areas that might have been touched. There's going to be no waiting area in the salon. So what we're going to ask you to do is to wait either in your car or to arrive bang on your appointment time, and the salon door will be locked because there won't be any walk-in appointments or anything. So what we're going to be doing is texting you to let you know when we're ready for you to come in for your appointment, and so we can let you into the salon. So we need you to have your phone with you so that we're able to do that. And either, like I say, waiting in the car or just waiting outside, obviously keeping the 2 metre away. What else have we got? So when you come in, you'll be asked to wash your hands, and on exiting you'll be asked to wash your hands, and we'll have sanitizer in the salon. We will be requiring that customers wear a mask for their appointment. Again, this may change, but currently this is how it's looking. We have got masks that we can provide for you, or you're welcome to wear your own if you'd feel safer doing that. They'll just be disposable masks that we've got, so you can chuck them away afterwards. And all staff will be in PPE, so we might look a little bit like a surgeon for a little bit, but we'll have a visor, gloves and disposable aprons on for each client, and the gloves will be being changed during each service. There'll be no magazines or refreshments at the salon currently. That's the advice we've been given. So if you do want to bring a drink, you need to bring that with you. However, saying that, you need to keep personal belongings to an absolute minimum. So if you can avoid bringing a coat, just bring sort of 1 bag, or and with your phone and a drink in or something that you can have ready just at your station, so we're not touching lots of different things, and we've not got to touch your coat to hang up and stuff like that. The conversation will have to be through the mirror. We're not at the minute allowed to do face-to-face conversation while we're doing your hair, so it'll literally be talking through the mirror, which we do a lot anyway, but unless we're 2 meters apart, which obviously we can't be 2 meters apart while we're doing your hair. We would like to request that there are contactless payments made, possibly for everyone, if possible, either by a bank transfer or by PayPal. If you need any details, obviously I can give you those. As it stands at the minute, we're not allowed to do dry cuts. So the reason for this is we can't cut hair with gloves on. I can't do a good cut for you with wearing gloves. So we've got to make sure that the hair is clean and that we've cleansed it before we begin to cut it. That's because the hair tends to stick to you. You get it all over you as a hairdresser, and it's one of the measures that has been suggested at the minute. So anyone that previously had a dry cut will now have to have the hair washed before, including men. So you don't have to have it blow dried. Obviously you can leave with wet hair or damp hair, but you will have to have it shampooed, at least for the time being. Obviously, again, things might change and restrictions might be eased and lifted. The other thing is, any colour client will now need a new skin test performing. So it's going to be, I've got quite a lot of posting out to do. So what I need my colour customers to do is send me your home address so that I'm able to post you a skin test out. This is regardless of whether you think you need one or not. I've got to do this for insurance purposes because all the colours will be past the 12-week mark, and I've got to make sure that you're all up to date with your skin test. So if everyone could send me their addresses for a skin test to be posted out to them, you can just do that yourself. It's just a little test that needs to be done behind your ear to make sure that you're still okay with the product, and we can sort that out. Like I said, it's going to be one customer at a time, so you can't come with your friends or have anyone waiting in the salon. Also, seems common sense, but if there's anyone ill or you started with symptoms, please cancel your appointment. We've got Mari at the shop who will be in her last trimester of pregnancy, and we don't want any dangers, well, even for people that aren't pregnant, but we don't want any danger in the salon of spreading the virus. So please be honest with us. You will get another appointment after you've done your self-isolation, and you won't be charged, you won't be penalised for cancelling your appointment. We're not sure yet on the system, but it's looking like we're going to be asking for deposits to secure your appointments, but I'll update you on that nearer to the time and when we come to actually booking you in. Like I say, they're quite strict measures that we're putting in place to keep you guys safe and to keep the staff safe, but they could change, they could be eased, there might be different things that we can take away and things that could be made easier basically for our jobs. So that's basically how it's going to look coming into the salon. They're sort of the updates for how we're going to go about doing your hair. Now coming on to when we're opening, appointments and stuff like that. Currently, I cannot give you a date for when we will be opening. We're hoping it will be the beginning of July. We're hoping to be up and running as soon as the government say that we can be, but we've got to obviously prepare the salon. We've also, because we can't all go in at the same time, we've got to work in shifts. So that means that we're not all going to be able to work the normal days that we would normally choose to work. It also, for me, depends on childcare, because currently Ellie can go to nursery but Noah can't go to school, and unless the restrictions are eased so that Noah can go to somebody else's house to be looked after, the only day that I can feasibly work is a Saturday when Jake is off. So at the minute I don't even know what days I'm going to be able to work, never mind the date we're going back. So I will keep you all posted. I've not forgot anyone. I've got a list of about 50 plus 60 customers that have missed appointments during this time, and obviously I'm going to be working back the fairest way I can from who missed them first all the way through to the end. But we've worked out that during a 12-hour shift, with all the extra cleaning and disinfecting we've got to do, the fact that we can only have one client in at a time, we've worked out that as a maximum I'm going to get through 3 to 4 colours a day in a 12-hour shift. So you can imagine how many customers I've got to fit back in. You're all desperate, believe me. If you could all see each other's messages that you're all sending me, you would know that you're all in the same predicament, and I understand that, but obviously I've got to work through in the system, and I've got to work through in the fairest way I possibly can to get you all back in. And the more days I'm able to work, the easier that will be, but again, that depends on childcare and what shifts everyone else needs to work in the salon. So I'll do my best to get you in as quickly as I can. At the start, I won't be offering repeat appointments, so once I've got you in for your first initial service, I won't then be able to book you back in for your next one until I've got through my list of my backlog, basically. But then after that, I will be booking in clients for future services. But yeah, I've not got any dates. Nobody's got appointments in there yet because I literally don't know what day is and when that will be that we're starting that. Unfortunately, because of the way that things are going to have to be and the extra work that is going to be involved with each customer with the sterilising the PPE, the prices will be increasing. We've not decided yet what this will be, but we are going to have to put price up a little bit. Some things, like for instance your haircut, if you're normally coming for a haircut every few weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, you're now going to be months before you've had your haircut, and it's going to be more of a restyle than just a cut and blow dry. So that will be taken into consideration. Things like extra colour products are going to be used extra time for your appointments. So unfortunately there will be a price increase. Not to say that when things settle back down we'll be able to bring the price back down, but that's obviously something we're going to have to look at, and depending how the government updates us and tells us we've got to work. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. My customers as well that I've got booked in my diary, I'm now wiping my diary completely clean. No appointments that were previously booked are now booked, because there is no way for me to fulfill those appointments with all the demand that I've got to get people back in. So like I said, once I've got through my backlog, then I can start booking future appointments in. Obviously if you've got some event coming up, like a wedding or something like that, obviously we'll try and work around that. But as it stands, the customers that previously had appointments in my diary, I'm going to have to wipe, and we're going to have to start afresh, because I can't guarantee the days I'm going to be able to work and how frequent, how many customers I can get in. And at the minute my diary's booked back to back, so there'll be people in between while colours are on and stuff like that, which obviously we're not going to be able to do for a little while going forward. So at the minute the diary's wiped clean, I've got no appointments in there, and we're starting afresh. I've got a list, like I said, of everyone that has missed an appointment. I've also got a growing list of people wanting appointments that hadn't got them booked, and I'm obviously got to prioritise for people that have already missed their appointment that were due to come in before lockdown. So that will be what I'm doing. And it's not going to be a case of everyone's going to be able to have the hair done in the first week or two that the hairdresser's open. Like I said, the maximum people I'm going to be able to fit in for colours is 3 or 4 a day. And that's not thinking about people that have got hair extensions and people whose colours take longer than a few hours to do. So I need you to be patient with me, and I will get you in as quick as I can, but it's not going to be immediately as soon as we open in beginning of July, let's say. So we'll start booking appointments probably towards the end of June when we know a bit more. We don't want to book people in and then everything change and say, oh, you can start then, or actually you've got to wait another week or so before you open. So there's no point booking anything. And as I said, at the minute, due to childcare, I physically can't until something is changed with childcare, because I need to know that the kids can be looked after, because I can't bring them into the salon. So I will be in touch with you all as soon as I can, I promise, and I will be ready to do your hair and to make you feel better, I promise. But yeah, I just wanted to update you, keep you posted on how things are looking, and I hope you're all staying safe and well, and I will be in touch as soon as I can. And thank you for all your patience, and thank you for wanting to come back. So I'll speak to you soon. Bye.